Imagine a war-torn city surrounded by an enchanted forest full of witches, witchcraft, spells, and YNs with automatic rifles. You're watching the Marcus Russell Show.
A massacre in Port-au-Prince. After accusations of witchcraft in a densely populated slum led to violent killings and left locals reeling.
Today, we heard that Meccano from Wharf Jeremy gang killed more than 100 people because his kid is sick, and he said that it's because of witches. Today,
This happened today is December the 12th. This happened on the 8th. So about 4 days ago. They're calling it the witchcraft massacre. He actually killed 180 elderly people and maybe like 20 or 30 of their family members who tried to stop them. Let's let the video run.
even a man like the Prime Minister can't stop them. The gang killed more than 100 people.
Human rights groups say a gang leader called Meccano Felix ordered the attack after his child became sick and died. He reportedly consulted a voodoo priest who accused elderly people in the area of harming the child through witchcraft, who were then targeted and executed by gang members.
It's criminal. Your son is sick, you're a gang leader, you blame the illness on witches, and you kill more than 100 people. It's hell.
I mean, I love my son. He must have really, really believed, because he didn't do it himself. Felix didn't do it himself. His gang did. He has a big ass gang. I feel like he must have really, really thought that they had something to do with his son, because his son ended up dying from the sickness. He's not sick anymore. He died. He really, really, really must have thought that these elderly witches and voodoo priests had something to do with it, because the gangsters of gangsters is not, and they cut off their heads. So the gangsters of gangsters is not going out cutting off 180 grandparents' heads unless they really thought that these people was witches.
Nothing more.
It's the latest brutal attack by gangs who increasingly control large areas of the Haitian capital. The UN say the number of people killed this year from gang violence has reached a staggering 5,000. But a UN
They've killed 5,000 people in Haiti so far. That's the people that have died because of the gang violence. As of right now, Port-au-Prince has no prime minister. They have no parliament. They have no police. And they don't even have any revolutionary gang leaders. Felix is a new gang leader, new of the new gang, because they killed all the revolutionaries. So now all they have is the YNs with rifles.
UN support mission approved last October has only deployed a fraction of the promised personnel.
The Secretary General reiterates once again his pressing call to member states to provide the multinational security support mission the financial and the logistical support required to successfully assist the Haitian National Police in addressing gang violence.
And the arrival of UN-backed Kenyan police officers earlier this year deepened the political crisis.
See, I think that's where the problem started. When the Kenyan military came, when United Nations brought the Kenyan military to be the police. See, first of all, Port-au-Prince's prime minister was destroying Haiti. You know, he cared the vastness from disproportionate between the rich and the poor was so vast that it was a problem. And 8 months ago, I wanted to do a story about this. It was this guy named Barbecue. So Barbecue, he considered himself a revolutionary. I can't find the name of his group's organization. It was the Revolutionary 5 Point Coalition or something like that. Whenever I try to Google it, I never can find the name. They just want to keep calling them gangs. But Barbecue, um, that was his name. What he did, he took his gang. First, they was in Port-au-Prince, and they blocked off the highways with cars and buses so the police couldn't enter. And then they burnt down all the police stations inside Port-au-Prince, freed all the people that was locked up. And then they burnt down all the government buildings. And then they took over the airport. First, they surrounded the airport and just shot at it all day. And then they shot at any plane try to land in Haiti. And so they took over the airports. And then there's 5 different boroughs in Haiti with different revolutionary leaders. He got with them and they blocked off the highway exit to their areas, burnt down the police stations in their areas. You know, eventually they ran the prime minister, all the police out of the country. So, and they just had some simple requests. They didn't want nothing but for somebody of the people to be, they wanted to change their government, change the parliament. They wanted people from their communities to, not even him, just people from their communities to represent them in Congress, in their Congress. So they combined their forces, and eventually the United Nations sent in Kenyan military groups, and they killed Barbecue, and then they killed all the other five leaders of the different gangs. And so then now the YNs run Haiti, and they don't have any demands. They don't want nothing. So now this is what happens when if instead of letting the people control the people and help the people, you kill their leaders. This is what happens.
With the main airport forced to close in November after gangs opened fire on commercial flights. The government condemned the senseless carnage and said they would bring the culprits to justice. But locals were skeptical of the authorities' power over the gangs.
The insecurity problem, everyone knows about it. Look what's happening in Christ Roy neighbourhood, what's happening in Nazon neighbourhood, look what's happening downtown. Insecurity is everywhere.
For now, gang leaders are unlikely to face consequences for this recent massacre. Amelia Costigan, ABC News.
Since then, Felix has asked the people of Port-au-Prince for forgiveness for his actions. Not only did they cut their heads off on the witchcraft massacre, they cut 180 people's heads off. They burnt their bodies in the streets, and their family members in the streets. Because you have to burn witches. And I don't know if you ever seen a witch movie. I don't know what to believe. You tell me what you think. I'm pretty sure that witchcraft is real, and I'm pretty sure that these men, they started out to be righteous men before the UN-backed military sent Kenya's military to bring peace to Port-au-Prince. It's a shame. I seen a lot of documentaries on Barbecue. I remember he just wanted a coalition. He just wanted to. And he was begging for the prime minister to have discussion with him on changing the democracy. He said he was going to hold Haiti hostage until the politicians were simply ready to have a discussion. So while he was holding Haiti hostage, they never had the discussion. They sent the army out there, killed Haiti. And when I was looking at the clips from 8 months ago when it was the war in Haiti against the gangs, I seen nothing but grandmas, little kids, mothers, children running from bullets from police. They always want to make it public like these gangs, but all I seen was police shooting at little kids. I didn't feel like I was watching gang members attacking the government. I feel like the government, the people, the citizens were tired of being disproportionately poor. So crazy. The luxuries like water, sewage, they don't have in Port-au-Prince. On the other side of the railroad tracks, those people are super duper rich, living in castles. So that's what happens when you have a democracy and when you have a prime minister that doesn't care about the people. Since then, the prime minister has never returned. So just like that man said, the prime minister's not doing. They don't even have a prime minister. They don't have a parliament. They don't have police force. All they have is the YNs with rifles. Yo, hit that subscribe button, please. You don't want that poverty to get on me. Make sure you like and subscribe. Tell me what you think in the comments.